If you want to make real ice cream at home, well, you're going to need a good ice cream maker. And there's a lot of styles and prices to choose from, Adam.
And you're right, there are a lot of ice cream makers to choose from. We have a lineup of 6 different models here.
And they're very different.
They are very different. The price range was pretty wide. This was the lowest at about $34. This one in front of you was the highest at almost $400, $399.95.
Ooh.
These 3 here all have a canister that you have to take out and put into the freezer. You pre-freeze that before you can use the maker. The one down at the end is an attachment to our favorite KitchenAid stand mixer that's the same principle. You have to take that whole thing off, pre-freeze it before you can use it. These 2 have freezers built right in.
Ooh, I kind of like that.
And we had a panel of tasters assembled to do blind tastings of these things.
Best tasting ever.
And really the tasters were paying attention to texture. They were looking for something dense, smooth, creamy, and free of crystals. And that links to the design of the paddle inside. All of these have a paddle that runs around and around. It scrapes the ice cream off the sides of the canister to mix it back into the base to keep it churning. And if you have a paddle that has a crossbar right up at the top like that, what happened is that would catch the mixture and the mixture would ride on top of the surface.
That's not good.
Not good. So we had to stop and push the mixture back into the canister. Also, we like to use an instant read thermometer to find out when it reaches 21 degrees, which is the magic temperature for churning and chilling. And because this crossbar is right at the top, in order to put an instant read thermometer in there, we had to stop the machine. A better design is this one. You can see that the crossbar is about halfway down the paddle.
Look at
so
that.
we had none of the mixture riding around on the surface. We didn't have to stop it to take the temperature. You know, both of these types of machines have their pros and their cons. The pros for these guys is that they're less expensive, they work pretty quickly, it's a nice small footprint. The con is obviously that you have to take off this canister 24 hours in advance, freeze it overnight.
Ooh, and have space in your freezer.
Good point. If there's not air circulation, it won't freeze efficiently. Now the advantages to these guys over here are that you can do batch after batch after batch without worrying about pre-freezing any canisters. The disadvantage is they're heavy, they're big, and they're a lot more expensive. Being that they all made pretty good frozen desserts, this was our overall winner. This is the Cuisinart ice cream, sorbet, and frozen yogurt maker. It's about $53.99. You do have to pre-freeze the canister, but it's got the right kind of paddle inside. It's got a nice small footprint. It worked pretty quickly. It just made really good frozen desserts. We don't have a problem with that. If you are an ice cream aficionado and you have the money to burn on a really good machine with a built-in freezer, this one is the Breville Smart Scoop, $399.95 for the high-flying ice cream lover.
So there you have it. If you're in the market for a new ice cream maker, you have 2 good choices. The Cuisinart frozen yogurt, ice cream, and sorbet maker at about $54, or consider the Breville Smart Scoop at about $400. Thanks for watching America's Test Kitchen. What'd you think?
Well, leave a comment and let us know which recipes you're excited to make, or you can just say hello.
You can find links to today's recipes and reviews in the video description.
And don't forget to subscribe to our channel.
See you later.
I'll see you later.